Today, we are going to talk about the future of e-commerce, how to create immersive experiences for online shopping at scale. And this keyword will be very important during our talk. Before jumping our session quickly, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Ugur Yekta Basak. Actually, I'm an engineer with a master's degree on the design of augmented reality displays and computer vision. After publishing some scientific papers in this area, I started Art Labs with my co-founders 3 years ago and shifted into the business side as co-founder and CEO.
And I'm Feyza Johnson. I'm working as a data analyst at Hepsiburada. And my team called Journey Insight Data Analytics team. And this makes my responsibility to provide insights about products journey. And we made a collaboration with Art Labs, and we are working on AR products right now.
So, great. A quick introduction to Art Labs. We decided to build a 3D and AR platform, especially for commerce and metaverse in 2019, with a mission of democratizing 3D content generation for everyone. So we are leveraging artificial intelligence for that. And we all know that the 3D production is the main bottleneck of all metaverse applications. Fortunately, we gathered an exceptional team with a tremendous academic record and business expertise around this venture. And during our journey in the last 3 years, we collaborated with the global leading retailers, NFT marketplaces, metaverse builders, and digital fashion companies. We helped them to boost their businesses with our comprehensive and easy-to-use solutions, including various augmented reality experiences and virtual try-on solutions. And we are so happy that our experiences changed the way of shopping for the 2 million people in the last quarter.
And I want to introduce Hepsiburada to you guys, the ones who doesn't know about it. Hepsiburada is one of the biggest e-commerce companies in Turkey, but not only operates in Turkey. And it's also listed in Nasdaq, first and only Turkish company. And despite the inflation rates, in quarter 2 this year, their total sales volume increased by 69%, and which made the total sales volume in $1 billion. And we also have 88.7 thousand active sellers and 130 million products. And in this ecosystem, I want to introduce you a little bit about our ecosystem. We do have services to make both our customers and sellers happy. And we call them in 2 different groups. One of them is value-added services, and one of them is innovative services. Hepsiburada is a technological company, and innovation is so important. And we aim to build our system with innovative relations, and that's why we are working with AR too. And within this system, we do have 46.5 million users, and 11.7 million of them is active customers.
So let's go back to the AR and VR space. Everybody's talking about the metaverse, and it is undeniably loading. I don't mean that the future of internet is coming. It is literally loading, as you can see on the screen, because when you go through a metaverse application, it is very usual that you get stuck on the loading page. But of course, in Art Labs, we are delivering some solution which actually works. There are many definitions of that notorious term, but we all know that it is the next version of the internet, and it is definitely in 3D, right? And it is obvious that it will seamlessly combine our physical and digital lives at some point. Of course, we see various immersive experiences for different use cases. For example, entertainment and gaming, which are more related to the fantasy worlds. But also we encounter day-to-day use cases like education and training. But today's focus, as we do in Art Labs, will be shopping. We know that today's internet is in 2D with a low level of immersion and interaction, but new interfaces and devices are being more comfortable day by day and being an important part of our daily lives for more immersive experiences. But we shouldn't forget that a new term is coming to our life, which is 3D asset interoperability, which means flexible compatibility of 3D assets in different virtual worlds. And it is crucial for building a good metaverse foundation. So in Art Labs, we focus on shopping. We focus on mobile AR for today to build the ultimate AR commerce platform and create a future-proof 3D library that can be used for additional use cases in the near future. So today, we will cover 3 main topics with Feyza. We will start with some market data to explain why Hepsiburada decided to leverage immersive experiences as an innovative tech company and as one of the leading marketplaces in the EMEA region. Then we will discuss the technical and operational challenges of bringing an AR experience to end users and how Art Labs solved this quickly with a simple solution. And finally, we will give a summary. Actually, Feyza will be talking about that. What was the overall result of that innovation, and which is the main value proposition, right? That's why we are here today. So, let me start why we believe AR commerce will disrupt retail. So AR has been a technology that is often used to create fun and engagement, but IKEA was the first company in 2017 to launch an app called IKEA Place that allows consumers to virtually place furniture in their environment before they purchase it. And a new term, I'm sorry. I guess it will work now. Yeah. And a new term became very popular after that point, which is AR commerce. And I just heard this data from the last AWE event in San Francisco from the Unity team. They say 80% of the top 1,000 brands will be using real-time 3D interaction in their platforms by 2025. And here's why. If you look at the share of online retail sales as a percentage of total retail sales, UK gives the cleanest data as a market, and we see a steady rise since 2008, and with a strong increase after pandemic, of course. And you think or will say, of course, the share was higher on the pandemic. All stores were closed because of the lockdown. And actually, you're right. You're right. But what has happened over this past year is what some refer to as COVID effect, where the more exciting part is that there has been a mass consumer behavioral shift to the digital adoption. Something that everyone expected to happen over a period of 10 years just happened in 3 months. So as digital has been embraced, maybe forced, maybe not, consumers are now looking for more meaningful interactions. We all know that physical retail will rebound at some point, but we believe that the digital share of total retail sales will remain at a higher level. Mobile has been an ongoing trend, but since last year, mobile is now also the dominant digital mode for the online shopping. And although a lot of online shopping in the past has been for price comparisons and product research, more recent research now shows that, in fact, the consumers are looking for more meaningful interactions and experience is taking over that. So to give you, and it has many reasons, as you can see. When we look at the devices people use for online shopping, mobile clearly comes out as the preferred vehicle to do so. Actually, is it valid in the Hepsiburada as well? Can you?
Yes, definitely. Majority of our traffic is coming from mobile channels.
Okay, that's great. Great to hear that. To give you a sense of why we believe experience takes over the price and the product, there are some interesting stats. 86% of buyers are willing to even pay more for a great customer experience. Half of the buyers have actually made some impulse purchases, having a personalized experience. But on the flip side, a bad mobile experience will keep 55% away or at least lower their engagement with a company. As mobile technology has been evolving Also, the better cameras, better capability of scanning the environment, LiDAR sensors, and everything. After a long time of fun and games, AR is expected to break through globally. We are expecting the 75% of the global population will be frequent AR users in daily or weekly basis. And if you look at this chart, you will see that the most of the frequent AR users are millennials and Gen Z. So it means in some years, AR will be a very important part of the younger population's daily life in the same way as the internet has done at the last decades. So also, a recent research conducted by Deloitte, commissioned by Snap, in fact, shows that there are already 100 million people are using augmented reality when they are shopping online or in-store. Also, 3 in 4 customers are willing to pay more for a great AR experience, and more than half of shoppers say that ARs give them more confidence about the product quality. So I can hear you think, if it is that fantastic, who is doing it today? Why don't we see AR experiences everywhere when we are shopping online? And actually, it's a bit tricky question because the simple answer is no one, except for some pioneering companies, are using a very systematic and full coverage AR experience that goes beyond some marketing and branding activities, right? Because AR at scale is a huge challenge. Let's discuss the main challenges of scaling AR experiences by considering the Hepsiburada example, because it's a real example. In this case, of course, the most important challenge was the generating 3D assets that can be rendered in real time with the mobile phones for the AR experiences. Also, Hepsiburada is a huge enterprise. I mean, really huge. As Feyza talked about, they are working with thousands of vendors in the different product segments. So it was needed to build a pipeline that could handle multiple vendors from multiple product segments to serve AR experiences to the different platforms for different devices, in this case. And fortunately, we built a very robust system to bring a smooth AR experience to our client, Hepsiburada, and its customers. From the technical point of view, actually, we have many capabilities in ArtLab Studio. We have a built-in 3D file optimization engine. So we are able to take 78 different file formats as an input, including CAD, FBX, GLTF files that were generated by well-known software like the Browseware, AutoCAD, SolidWorks, and Maya. And we can reduce the polygon numbers to less than 100,000 and file sizes under 5 megabytes, while we are keeping the photorealistic quality without any quality loss, And we are doing this automatically in minutes without any manual touch-ups of 3D artists, all in the cloud. Our content management system is built especially for 3D. We provide standardization, automation, organization, and distribution of 3D assets through a single platform. So this means we are storing different versions of 3D assets with related metadata under a certain hierarchy to make sure we are creating a future-proof 3D library which can be a good source of additional revenue channels for those brands and retailers. The only thing that Hepsiburada needed to was integrate our input collecting system into their content management system and add our SDKs into their mobile applications in ours and done to create an AR experience. Also, of course, 3D content, the optimizing 3D assets is just one of the methods we are using to scale 3D content generation. Actually, we are using also automated scanning system, but there is something special. We are working a pipeline with our AI team to be able to generate high-quality 3D models from a few images existing on the website. Like, imagine you are able to create 3D models from 4 to 6 images without any intervention of 3D artists. So actually, we are very excited about it, and hopefully, we will be launching that engine before the next AW event in San Francisco. So when it comes to implementation, also, it is really important to understand customer journey. To get the best business results, we believe the product detail page is crucial, because consumers see all the product information in detail in the product detail page, including the different sizes, colorways, or availability of that product with the copy. And this is the page where the purchasing decisions are made, and we actually see a to cart button here, right? So, yeah. So after all the preparations and everything, it is time to see what happened to the Hepsiburada experience for the home decor segment. Before our implementation, Hepsiburada was presenting a very well-prepared product images to give a good understanding of the details of the product on the product detail page for their mobile applications. And after a successful integration process, we just added a simple 3D icon on the bottom right of the product image with some onboarding materials to explain what is going on. And we went live in 1 month with more than 350 products in the home decor segment. I mean, the 3D production and integration is included. So Hepsiburada customers can see those pieces of furniture virtually in their environment with a very smooth augmented reality experience, which is loaded under than 2 seconds, thanks to a modern content distribution network and very low file sizes. So when it comes to overall business result, I think, yeah, you should follow that.
Yeah, OK. Before going into numbers, I also want to support you on that PDP page, because we also make our analysis mostly from there, and it's like the content richness is over there, and AR is one of the content-related improvements. And we made our calculations from there, too. And also, the numbers of the SKUs we tagged with AR is still low. That's why we didn't make the overall comparison. We just made the comparison between the AR tagged products. And the first analysis we made was conversion rate. And the people who interacted with augmented reality has increased in conversion 199%. And after that, we also looked for revenue per click, still the same crowd. And it is also, next slide.
No, I'm sorry, it's my bad.
And it is also 62% more. And lastly, we also aim our customers' happiness in Hepsiburada mostly. And this result was to check if they are happy about the product they bought. And we saw that 66 decrease in return rates. So these results are hopeful, and that's why our product teams is working on it and making improvements to make the products more usable and increase the awareness of this. And thank you for my side.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, we will be glad to answer because we have time, I guess. Yeah, please. In Hepsiburada case, we work with the home decor segment only, especially. So yeah, all the results are for the home decor part. And of course, we are doing many things in art labs, but the specific to this collaboration, it is for the home decor. Yeah. Anything else? Was it so clear, or you don't want to ask any questions? Yeah, of course. also, it is very valuable if you are just reducing the time to generate, for example, 90%. Also, it is something at that point. But it's actually a very challenging AI problems to generate the different viewpoints from a very limited input at this case. But fortunately, actually, we are collecting a huge data set because we are working with the leading footwear retailers, and they have 10,000s of products. We are using a photogrammetry method to scan their products, and it means we are capturing thousands of images at this case, and there's a chance to use those as a transformers at the beginning on the AI pipeline to train those models. And the results is promising at this stage, but also we are taking the risk of, maybe there can be need of some intervention of the 3D artist, but any case, generating a high quality 3D asset sometimes costs $500, but when you do it, the AI on the cloud without any interventions, and if you need only 5 minutes, it means you can solve it with $5 instead of $500, so it is still something. Anything else? Okay, thank you again.
Thank you.